Thursday. I don't know if I'll get this uploaded today, as in Thursday, because it's already 5 o'clock, but, I probably also, I'm gonna have to blur that out. Anyways, I don't know if I'll be able to get this up today or tomorrow, because like I said, it's already 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, which means it's 8 o'clock for you Easterners, and, yeah, and I gotta edit it and, you know, get it all done. So, anyways, but I wanted to jump on real quick. I know I did not do a Thursday Thoughts this week. It has been a very rough week for me. I most of you know, and I don't like coming on here and just griping and complaining and stuff, but most of you know I have been dealing with some tooth issues lately, and I had a tooth abscess last week, so a week ago Thursday, I was put on an antibiotic and a minor steroid for swelling and pain, because I can't take narcotic pain medication. And it was like, the pain level was, I was in tears at times, because it was just so bad. So I started to feel a little bit better over the weekend, and then on Monday, it just hit really bad again, like worse than it even was before. And I was just getting frustrated, and because I just kind of feel like I don't know what else to do. I brush my teeth 3 times a day. I've been doing saltwater rinses, and I've been, you know, researching like up the yin yang about what to do, besides just taking care of it, which is obviously what needs to happen. But that is an expensive issue. So putting that aside, this week I was just in a lot of pain. I had a fever. My dentist put me on a new antibiotic, one that was stronger and that would cover more bases. And then he also put me on a stronger steroid. So that was yesterday that I just got that. So there are moments where I literally almost feel fine and I'm great and I'm like, I'm getting better. And I know if you guys have tooth issues, you know this. Like, you feel like you're literally getting better and then it just hits you in the face worse than before. And so it's just been rough. I have not got work done hardly at all this week because I just wasn't able to. I kept trying and I feel like, yeah, this is probably going to be like one of the most non-positive videos that I do, because I try to be really positive, but just, yeah, I've just been having a hard time feeling like I'm kind of failing you guys, because I really try to get my orders out within that 3 shipping day guideline. I have tried to email every single person that has ordered from me lately to let them know that I am behind, and for the most part, you guys are wonderful and being amazing. So I wanted to kind of come on here and say thank you for being so patient and kind. This is a one-woman show here, and I'm the only one that does this. I don't have employees. I don't have any help. Now, my daughter can help me with minor things with this. Like, she helps me sometimes cut out shipping labels and do some of the paper stuff, like the printing and bringing me things and stuff. But when it comes down to it, like, this is my job. And so when I'm sick, it just puts me behind. Anyways, and because I've just been so busy, which I am thrilled that I'm busy, because it's that much closer to getting her what she needs. But right now, this is just kind of an example of where I'm at. Like, all of these orders, I am still working on filling. And I really would like to have all of these done by tomorrow, which we will just see. But I'm trying. These are all empty envelopes, but they all have the shipping labels on them. And so these are all, like, they're ready to be filled. So this just kind of gives you an idea of where I'm at. So I would really appreciate your guys' patience. And if you do have any kind of a concern or a problem, please don't hesitate to message me. I do think that I can get the majority of these done by tomorrow, just because most of this I've already prepared. Like I said, like the shipping labels are already on here. The packing slips are already prepared. The magnets are pretty much already all on the minders, and they've been grinded and fixed. So it's now basically just a matter of packing everything. So that doesn't take as long as all of the other stuff I said. So hopefully, I will be completely caught up by Saturday. But like I said, if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, just feel free to message me. But if it is about Etsy and it is about an order, please message me on Etsy, because that is where you are most likely to get a quickest response to me, or Facebook. But I prefer Etsy just so that all my business is on one place. Now, if you can't reach me for whatever reason on Etsy, or you think that I should have responded by now, feel free to try on Facebook too. That's okay. I just do try to keep my business on Etsy, just because it's easier for me to know where all my messages are. If I need to go back and like read something like, oh yeah, who said this, or you know what I mean? I know exactly where all my messages are. So putting that poo aside, I do have some friend mail. Before I do have that friend mail, I want to show you guys if I can grab it. Let's see. Can I get it? You would expect that I could, but I don't know. I just glued it today. This is not on the shop yet. And I only got 2 of them, y'all. I might be able to get more, but these, when I saw them, they were a little bit more expensive than what I normally like to buy, but I just had to have it. I had to. I know some of you are going to really like it. Okay, so this one, now it is that material where, it's material, I guess you could say, where it kind of is a mirror image, you know, so it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but this one says Just Breathe, and it's really, really nice, smooth, heavy-duty, good quality, and I just love that. Just breathe, because this week that has been like kind of my moniker, like just breathe. It's okay. Everything's gonna work out. And then the other one, and again, this is that same kind of material where it mirrors it back, but it's the lotus flower. I've had people ask me if I have been able to find them, and it's hard to find the lotus flower, but I found one. And again, it's kind of hard to see because of the fact that it mirrors my camera, but you can kind of see it, and you can see like, so the bottom has those like gems on it. Let me flip it upside down too. Maybe you can see it that way a little better. See all those pretty gems on the bottom? My camera's working, it's trying, it's getting there. Give it a minute, there we go. Isn't that cool looking? I love it. And it's about the size of a quarter. The material though, it is really, really nice metal material. I really like it. So I only have 2 of these right now, but if you're interested in one, let me know. I probably won't get it up on the shop right away, just because like I said, I have so much other stuff to do, but that's okay. I just had to show you guys those because I was really, really excited. When I get excited about a minder, I'm like, I can't wait till Saturday. What you talk about? Okay, so the second part of this is going to be a friend mail. Now, I already know one of the things that's in here, and then there's just, I think, one other little thing. I'm not sure what that is, but I am actually really excited about the one thing, because I did not have good experience with it the first go around. So let's open this up and see. By the way, this is one of my envelopes, I believe, that I don't know how she reused it, but I think she did. Unless well, I don't know. I guess she has a store now too, so maybe she just got the same envelopes. Could be. Okay, so, this is from Mallory, my good friend here on YouTube. And first, let's go over the little gift. How cute! It says, Lucky Saint Bling Necklace, as luck would have it. That is so pretty. Ooh, I like that. Let me open it up and show y'all. This would make, you know, my mind always does this. This would make a beautiful minder, wouldn't it? Oh, come on. Is it hooked? Oh, it's all hooked. It's all hooked back here with like a little twisty tie thing. Ooh. There we go. Now, I've had quite a few people over the last like couple months ask me for my address, which if you were one of those people that I had to say no to, it was because I didn't know you well enough. And I do have kids in the house, and so I do have to think, you know, of their safety. And not just giving out my random address just to everybody, you know, that asks. So I did finally get a P.O. box, and it usually, I try to remember to get that in the description below, so you don't have to even ask anymore. It's just in there. I was really excited. I've never had a P.O. box. I didn't even know how they work until I went and asked the lady at the post office. Never thought I would need one, to be honest, but that is so pretty. Look at that. It's a clover. It's a little clover necklace. And look at that bling out. Like, oh, and that color. I love that color. That is gorgeous. So, so pretty. Thank you so much, Mallory. That was so sweet of you. You did not have to do that. I just love how shiny that is. Gorgeous. Look at what Mallory got me, Maddie.
Cool.
It's a necklace. Cover minder necklace. Or a cover minder necklace. It's a necklace that I said would be a cute cover minder, which it really would be. Okay.
The dogs didn't like it.
The dogs don't like your mask?
I tried to scare them.
Oh, jeez.
And they were like...
Maddie asked to get a face mask with all the sickness going around, you know, coronavirus and stuff. And
hey, the flu's also a thing.
And the flu, and she's concerned about getting it. She's worried about getting it and then giving it to me, which, you know, I'd be concerned if she got it too. But she's worried just because I have asthma, and so, you know, the coronavirus and all that, but I'm just not even going there right now. Not even gonna go into that. Okay, so I was talking to Mallory the other day, and I was like, I really want to try the Paddywhacks. I think it's SX or SXX or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, it's one of those letters. I don't know what it stands for, so that's why I can't never remember if it's SSX or SX. Anyways, and I kept saying like, it keeps being sold out every time I go in there. And then I was in Mrs. Coffee's live last Friday, and someone said, hey, just so y'all know, it's there right now. If you want to get it, hurry up. I was driving. I literally pulled my car over on the side of the road, and within 2 minutes was in her shop to get it, and it was sold out. And I'm like, really? Really? So I was telling Mallory this, and she said that she had got some. So I was asking her what she thought and all that, and she's like, well, I have a second one. Do you want it? And I'm like, heck to the yeah, I do. Are you kidding me? Do you even have to ask? Like, yeah. So she was nice enough to send me her Paddywhacks, the new one. Okay, guys, this, from what I have heard, is like 1,000 times better than the first stuff. And it doesn't have a smell, which is great because I definitely have issues with scents. However, I have heard from people, though, that people who are like me with headaches and stuff, that the Paddywhacks scents, for some reason, doesn't give them the headaches. So I would be interested to find that out. Okay, so the first go around, guys, I was not thrilled. I did not, it just wasn't for me. I couldn't ever get it to work right. I watched tutorials, you know, all that stuff. It would only last in my pen for like a little while. And so, with the hassle that I felt like it was to get it to be used, like putting it in my bra or sitting on it or something for a half hour, and then having it not really last any longer than my regular white wax, I just felt like it wasn't worth it for me. Now, that is not to say it's not a good product, so don't take that in that way. I am so glad that this is so successful for her, because I know how hard she had to have worked to get this product the way it is. Months ago, I tried to come up with something. It didn't work, you guys. It was an epic fail. And I was like, this is not, no, it's not going to work. I'm not a scientist. I'm not that smart. Like, I know. And so she had to work really hard for this. And I respect her a lot for that. So I am glad that it is such a success for her. And that she is so busy and that she's always sold out. That means she's, you know, it's people are loving it. And that's wonderful. But with everything, like everything out there, there are people who are going to like it and people who are not going to like it. And that is okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. Not everybody has to like it. I'm not going to sit and bash it or talk bad about it because I have nothing negative to say. It just didn't work for me. That's all I felt. You know what I mean? And I do use Beth Minton's mud, which is 100% different than the Paddywhacks is in itself. And I really do like the mud. It works really well for me. So that's great. Now, I've heard of people who didn't like the mud and it didn't work well for them. And that's okay too. Like, so that's what I mean. But these things are so different. Night and day in the way the consistency is and how they work and all that stuff. So, I kind of wanted to do a little like comparison and see which one, like, just to see how I felt about both of them. Which one, if I felt like the new one was worth it. Now, from what I've heard, this one is for single placers, not multi-placers. And if I'm wrong in that, you guys can correct me in the comments. But that is what I remember hearing, is that this is more for the single placer, because the multi-placers, it ain't gonna let go in your drills. Like in Miss Coffee's life, she was fighting those drills, something fierce. So, and I don't want to fight my drills. Like, I don't, no, thank you. That didn't look fun to have to try to fight them off of the pen. I want it to stick. I want it to work good, but I don't want it to, like, you know, have a bond, like a cement bond. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to just test this out just a wee bit, just a little bit, right here. Just a wee little bit. Now, where's my pen at? Here we go. You know what I'm going to use? Nope, I'm not going to, yep, here, I'm going to use this because I don't want to have to grab a new tip, and I want to use a brand new, that's not even new. Well, shoot, I put stuff in that one already. Do I have stuff in this? No. Okay, I'm going to use this cheapo pen because I don't have anything in the tip at all, and there's nothing ever been in that tip, which is why I'm going to use it. So, okay, I'm going to scrape, scrape, scrape like you, life depends on it. All right. Now, I probably, if this doesn't work right out the get-go, it is somewhat colder in my house, so I'm going to then sit on it, put it in my bra, you know, do that whole shebang, and then go from there and test it after I do that, because I want to give this a fair shot. And so I'm gonna get the excess out here on a drill I got stuck to my desk. I accidentally super glued a drill to my desk, but I tell you what, that drill has been extremely handy because I do get my excess wax out on it. I just push it down and then the wax is, you know, in a good little thing. So, all right, let me grab my drills here, right here, in my little lockable container. What color do I want to try here? Let's do, I'm going to do the tea, I guess. I'm going to do the tea. The tea. I'm going to spill the tea while I do the tea. Just kidding. Okay. There's that. There's my handy dandy tray. When I had the package in my hand, I was trying to figure out what Mallory had sent me. I thought because of the necklace wrapper, I felt like it was like a tray or something. I was like, huh, did she find like a new tray that I don't know about? Because that's what this feels like. And I was like, I know she wouldn't send me one of the white ones because I have those. Like, she knows I have those. So when I had, honestly had no idea that that's what she was sending me. So, okay, moment of truth. Here we go. Does it work? It works. Yeah, actually, I felt like it did have a stronger hold than the first time around. Because I can feel the release more. So when it sticks to the canvas, and you can kind of feel that pop. I love that sound, by the way, guys. Like, it's such a therapeutic sound. You can probably see my head in this shot, but you really hear that pop. You guys, listen. Yeah, the first one was my finger, but here, listen again. Ready, and that one didn't do it. Hold up, y'all, just a minute. Ready? There we go. So so if this continued to work for hours like this, I would say, heck yeah. I'd be super excited. Super duper excited, because it is definitely grabbing them better. It is definitely holding them better, because like I said, that release, that you can feel that release, where before I felt like it was barely hanging on and then it just came off. And then the other problem I had with the first stuff was that it didn't stay sticky. It just would be sticky for, you know, like the same amount of time that my white wax would be. So it didn't have any benefit for me at that point. But if this stuff stays like this, like I'll say, even if it stays sticky enough like this for 2 hours, if I can get a 2-hour session in with this stuff, I would be a happy camper. I really would be. So, I'm going to pause you out 1 second. My daughter needs something. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, if this lasted for me, for a straight hour without me having to really work at picking up the drills, because, you know, at the end, like, where your wax is starting to not be sticky anymore and you're really having to, like, work at picking that drill up. If it was like it is right now, for 1 straight hour, I would say, hecka, yeah. Because this, I'm actually really liking and enjoying. Plus, when, because I used that excess, or I got the excess out on the drill, like I said, that I have stuck to my desk, I'm not having any goo on it. I'm not having any excess come out on my drills. I'm not having, some people call them boogers. Like, I'm not having any of that on my, like, there's not a thing on the drills, you guys. Like, nothing on the drills. Nothing. Nada. Zippo. Zilcha. Is there any other words I could use for nothing? Oh, man. So, yeah, with the way it works with the single placer, I'm assuming that's why it's, like, so hard to get off. See, that one, that actually grabbed it so much that it's not wanting to come off. I had to turn my pen a little bit to get it to let go. So, and I you know, I don't mind fighting it for just a second. That's not a big deal. As long as it wasn't every single drill. But your canvas, you know, it should be sticky enough to hold it. But I can see how in a multi-placer setting, this might not be the best or the best wax to use, because it, you know, it's so strong. But I'm still gonna try it, because why not, you know? Even though I know a bunch of people will probably comment, not supposed to use it in your multi-placer. I don't care. I'm gonna try anyways. 'Cause I want to see if it sticks as bad, you know, for me as it did for poor Mrs. Coffee in her live. She was just struggling away with that wax. So yeah, I am sorry about not getting a Thursday Thoughts out. I just, before today, I literally have just been in agony. Today today has been better though than I have felt in the last like 2 weeks, I want to say. So, I'm really, really thankful for that. And I go to the dentist tomorrow to get a new x-ray to see, how that tooth is looking. Because I do need to schedule that surgery, but I'm at a point where I'm kind of debating on pulling all of those teeth over there and then just getting a partial for them. Because with fixing them all, it's going to be a lot of money. And when I say a lot, I mean thousands. For just fixing, here's an example because of my roots. If I were to get a root canal on this one tooth that is broken, it would cost $4,000 for one root canal. Why, you ask? Because my roots go way down deep into my jaw and they have to cut it open. So in order for them to do that, I have to be put under general anesthesia. Only one dentist in my town will even do it. Even the facial whatever surgeon guy that they put you under mildly, he won't even do it. I have to go to sleep dentistry so that I can actually be put under, like, you know, the whole shebang, the tube down the throat, you know, breathing for me, that whole thing, yeah. And it would be a 3-hour thing. So I already decided that ain't worth it. I'm going to just pull that tooth. But the problem with even pulling that tooth and it still being a lot of money is because the roots are all tangled to the tooth in front of it. So if I just decide, and that tooth has a cavity in it anyways, if I decide to just pull both of those teeth out, it shouldn't be as big a deal. I shouldn't have to have a hole in my face. Because at this point they would have to like cut a little incision to go in to pull those roots out from around the other root from the other tooth, because they don't want to damage them. But if I say, hey, pull both of them out, then it would be way easier. And then I can just get one of those like partial retainers. Now, I am not kidding you. Like, I have seriously debated, should I just pull all my teeth and get the immediate dentures like Ella did? Because I have had so much problems with my teeth in the past years. 4 years ago, guys, I had 2 cavities in my entire life. That's it. And my teeth were in great condition. I don't know. My doctor, so my autoimmune disease, I can't even pronounce it. I'll try to remember to like insert the word, the name of it here, but it's an Italian word, I think. Really hard to pronounce. Anyways, basically like one of the main symptoms of it is dry mouth and dry eyes. Like, I can't wear contacts even if I wanted to because of it. Well, dry mouth causes tooth decay. I didn't know that. So I drink a lot of water. I always have something to drink during the day, but not at nighttime. So my dentist was like, you're having major tooth decay going on at night because your mouth is so dry. So we found that out about a year ago, I want to say. And I've been on new like mouthwashes and stuff, and a special toothpaste and stuff, and even like gum and lozenges to help my mouth not be so dry. But I had so much tooth decay already from it that, you know, once a tooth starts to go bad, if you don't fix it, it's just going to continue to go bad. And that's what I've had. I also was a very naughty girl. And when I was pregnant with Maddie and before that, and a little after, I chewed ice like nobody's business. Like, not good. And cracked 4 molars from doing that. Seriously, don't chew ice, you guys. It's not good. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, I love ice. If I go to the hospital or there are certain coffee shops that have that ice that's just, you know, it just crushes it. It's so easy and to chew and stuff. I love that ice. Oh my gosh. So that is a different ice. Now, I'm talking like normal ice that I was chewing. The hard stuff. Yeah, my dentist was like, what did you do? You know, why did you do that? I don't know. One thing, I've been anemic a lot of my life. Better since I've had my hysterectomy. But I was severely anemic when I was pregnant with Maddie. When you're anemic, for some reason, you crave ice. So I was eating ice constantly because I was anemic. And that's what I wanted. And I remember driving down the hill. We used to live up on, it was called 5 Mile. Big hill in our town. It was nighttime for one thing. And it was so foggy, it was like, you know, people say it's like thick as pea soup kind of fog. Like, you can't hardly see in front of you kind of fog. I decided I needed ice bad enough that I was going to drive down the hill in the winter in the fog just to get a bag of ice. On my way down that hill, I decided I had a problem with ice. Because here I am, 7 months pregnant, and I need ice so bad, I am literally putting my life and hers in danger to go down the hill to the gas station where the fog was so thick I could not see in front of me at all. Yeah. So, I love ice. I just do. Always have. I still like to put ice in my drink. I haven't nearly as much lately, though, because, yeah, it's like a zinger. It's like, you drink it, it's like, woo! Nope. It hurts my mouth. But, yeah, I just need to get this tooth out. It is not welcome in my life any longer. It's getting the breakup call. Like, it's done. I'm done with it. Done and over it. Been done and over it, but with it being so dang expensive, like, I have to get a loan to do it because I don't just have, you know, thousands of dollars set aside to go and spend on my teeth. And we spent, you guys, I'm not going to tell you how much. We spent thousands and thousands, though, 4 years ago to fix them. And we were like, dude, we could have bought a 10,000 pair of dentures at this point. And then I wouldn't have been having issues again already, you know, 4 years later. Because it's those teeth that they fixed that are now having a problem again and cracking. And it's like, it's just so, if you have any teeth problems, like, you feel what I'm talking about. It is frustrating. Yeah, it's just so frustrating. And I have to watch, like, what I eat, not just because of pain, but because I don't want to be breaking no more teeth, you know? Like, I love granola. Love granola. Can't eat it because I'll crack more teeth. That's how I cracked this tooth to begin with, was eating granola because I used to eat it every morning. And yeah, so it's just no fun. So I apologize for this kind of being a grumpy grump video. I know normally I try to be really positive about everything in my life. I just try to have that outlook on life. But I have my days, you guys, I do. And I have my moments where I just feel really defeated. And this week has just been one of those weeks. I've just felt defeated just because with pain, first of all, pain makes me, like, emotional and grumpy as is. Then, you add antibiotics to the mix, stomach issues. Then I feel like I can't. Maddie wanted to go a couple places this week, and I was like, I can't. And she understood, but it's still like, I feel like I'm letting her down. And then, with the orders. Like, I try really hard to stay on top of everything, and I just couldn't do it. And so I just feel like I'm failing everybody this week, you know? And so it's just been a harder week. But I will move on. I will get up. I will pull up my big girl pants, and I will move forward. I won't let this stop me anymore. And like I said, today has been a much better day than the past 2 weeks. Yeah, much better day. We were going to start the collab me and Crashly were doing together this week, but we did postpone it because of my tooth and the pain that I was in. I'm like, I don't want to, the collab we're doing is going to be so fun. I did not want to record it in pain. Like, I did not want to do that. I want to enjoy the collab. I want to have fun during the collab. And I don't want to be in pain and, like, be grumpy or moody or something because of that. And so we decided we would start it next week. It is going to be a Easter collab. There will be some giveaways during that collab. But the best gift of all is it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be different. Definitely not a collab I've ever seen done before. That doesn't mean nobody has done it, because I don't see every single person's videos, because I have, you know, I don't have, even if I had no life and I was watching videos 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, I still could not watch every single person's videos. It's not possible. I try to mix and match what I watched. Now, granted, there are a few YouTubers that I do watch almost every single one of their videos, but I still get, like, I've been really behind lately. This week I caught up some, though, because I really wasn't doing a lot. I was, you know, not feeling great, so I was laying around more and I was watching more videos, but I just can't watch everybody's, you know. I try to get into everybody's lives that I can, at least for a few minutes, if I can, because watching the lives on the replay, I just don't really do that very often, unless, I don't know, I just don't, because a lot of times they're pretty long, and I don't have all the time to watch everybody's, and part of the fun of a live for me is being able to interact with the YouTuber and the other subscribers about what we're talking about, you know? And so I will watch them on the replay, but most of the time I do not, and I just like to watch the, you know, the real thing. So I try to jump in, and sometimes I jump in and only say a few things and work and lurk, but because it's hard for me to get much work done when I'm in a live. I'm too busy chatting, reading chat to do much work, you know. I am actually enjoying this a lot, if you couldn't tell, because this has kind of turned into like this little mini whip and chat thing. This wax is definitely better than the first one, you guys. I did not warm this up. I did not put it in my bra. I did not sit on it. And honestly, I didn't know if it would work at all without me waiting, because I didn't do the normal advice where she says to let it sit in your house for, you know, 24 hours and kind of adapt to the temperature. This was out in my mailbox like 15 minutes ago before I started. So I really thought I might have to wait, but I'm going to just try and see. And it's working beautifully. And like I said, didn't have to do any of that prep stuff that I did before. And even when I did that before, it still didn't work out great. So, so far, I'm giving this a thumbs up. I'm not going to try it in my multi-placer right now. I will later, just because I want to personally see. And I'll tell you guys. And maybe I'll do it on camera. I don't know. We'll see. If that's something you want to see me do, putting the Paddywhacks, the new one, in a multi-placer and try to use it on camera, let me know and I will film it. Otherwise, I'll just try it myself and kind of let you guys know what I think. But yeah, I definitely feel like this is an improvement. I think that she's amazing. How she literally, like, you know, people were saying stuff about it and she was like, okay, I accept your challenge and I will go ahead and fix it. And that's what I like about, I don't know what the word is, certain retailer, I don't know, certain companies, we'll say companies, because she's a company, Paddywhacks is a company, about certain companies. I like when there is a problem and they go and they fix that problem. They don't just ignore it. They don't just sweep it under the rug. They don't just, oh, well, sorry, here's a refund and do nothing about it for their future customers. Nope. She was like, oh, wow, there's a lot of people not really enjoying this. There's a lot of people saying that there's a lot of excess wax. There's people saying it's not working very well. There's, you know, all that stuff. So she took that challenge and she fixed it. And I feel like she did a dang good job. She really, really did. Because I was only going to sit here and do a few because I just wanted to see. And I was enjoying it. I should have brought my camera down a little bit more so that you guys could have seen what I was doing. But I was enjoying it. I enjoy diamond painting so much more when my wax works. And I know you all know what I mean. Like when your wax isn't working right, that's annoying as heck, you know? And this stuff has worked. And I'm really curious to see how long it's going to work before I have to replace it. I'm going to grab another color and I'm going to just pull my camera down close and show you just a couple more. And nope. I'm not trying to sidetrack myself by diamond painting. No, sirree. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really not because I really do have work to get back to. But, you know, you do need a break here and there. Even though I do have a lot to do. You gotta give yourself a little bit of a break. Okay, so let's pull this down nice and close. See, can I zoom? I can't zoom, guys. I'm in selfie mode, so. Okay, here we go. There we are. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right. We are gonna do the letter V, so. And so, yeah, remember this is from my car, not warmed up at all. So I'm assuming if it was warm, it'd probably work even better. And yeah, I've done all of this so far, and it's literally holding just as good as it was when I very first put it in. It's not, I'm not having the problem, though, with them sticking to the canvas at all anymore like I was, but it's still picking them up with no problem at all. They're not falling off of the pen on the way to the canvas, you know, or anything. Yeah, it's really, really nice. So now I got two waxes I like, because I still love Beth's. Hers is completely different, though. It really is. It's more of, like, the white wax style. But it just works better and lasts longer. So, it is in no way, shape, or form at all like Paddywhacks. It doesn't feel like Paddywhacks. It don't look like Paddywhacks. Like, yeah, it's really different. But I tell you, I am now a Paddywhacks enthusiast. Is that the right word? I don't know. I don't know, guys. I was up all night. Leave me alone. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah. So I'm now on the Paddywhacks team. Whoop, whoop. Robin, you're a genius. Like, seriously, I don't even know how you guys can do something like this. Because I kid you not. I tried. And I was like thinking, what could I use? What could I use? And nothing that I tried even remotely worked. Not even remotely worked. So this is just, it amazes me I want to know if she's got some degrees or anything. Like, is she a scientist? Is she a secret genius? Is she a genius? Because if so, well, there is no ifs. She is a genius. Her and Beth are both, they got to have a lot of patience too, because, you know, when you're trial and error, you're going to have failures. You're going to have things that don't work. You're going to have things that probably make you feel like it's never going to work, you know? So you have to be able to, like, push through, pursue it, and move on and keep working at it. So this is just an awesome possum product, I have to say. Yeah. I gotta do those 3 or it's gonna bug me. There's no way I can finish all of these right now because I still have work to do. And it is me and my hubby's 15-year anniversary today. Which was very excited about because 15 years, y'all. That's a long time. My son's birthday was 2 days ago. And he was born 2 days before our anniversary. Why did I put one up there? That's not what I said I was going to do. Anyways, so my husband, he's such a goof. His work has been slow lately. They had a lot of layoffs, like, I don't know, this summer, I think it was. They were, like, revamping his entire company. And so they laid off a ton of people, gave a bunch of people, though, like, severance pay and, like, all this stuff. And it's a really good company. Anyways, he's been there since he was 18. He's 36. So he's been there almost 20 years, you guys. Yeah. So he was one of the guys that they kept on. And they told them when they kept him on, we will not lay you guys off. So even if we have no work for you, we will find something for you to do. You will not get laid off. And so, you know, that's a comfort. You don't, you know, when you know there's going to be, like, redoing of the company and they're not going to be taking in as much business and all that stuff, like, that's a concern. Or is there going to be layoffs? No. So they're not. So anyways, but the company also gives the guys, they each get 4 weeks. Well, depending on how long they've been there. My husband has 4 weeks vacation pay. So they've been really slow. And so he decided, like, all the guys kind of got together and decided, hey, instead of being, like, because they were gonna have him do other stuff like paint and, like, organize stuff. And, like, yeah, the guys are like, meh. I mean, they would have done it. They would do it, obviously. But they all decided that to kind of make it easier on everybody, they would all take and use a few days vacation here and there and, like, take turns. So he decided that he would take today and tomorrow off because it was, you know, our anniversary. And so he didn't tell me he was going to do that. I don't know why he thinks it's funny because it's kind of cute, actually, how he thinks it's so funny to trick me that he's going to work, but then that he's not going to work. So he goes to bed when he works. He goes to bed, like, religiously at 8 o'clock. And he last night went to bed at 8 o'clock. So I thought nothing of it. And this morning, like I said, I was up all night last night. So this morning, he gets up at like 5 something. He gets up, he comes out, he gets the Switch out of the kids' room, and he plays the Switch for about a half hour while he's kind of waking up and stuff. And then he gets ready and leaves about 5 o'clock. So due to the fact that I was up and it was our anniversary, I went in there and, like, laid down and was talking to him and, you know, just spending a little time with him. And then I'm like, don't you gotta get ready to go? And he's like, no, I took the day off. I'm like, what? Like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, I took today and tomorrow off. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? He's like, well, I was going to surprise you. He's like, I was going to leave at my normal time and go over to Walmart so that you thought I left for work and then, you know, come back. And then, but he's like, but I was too tired. I decided I didn't want to. I'm like, you are a goof. But no, for some reason, he gets super giddy about, like, tricking me into thinking that he has to work and then staying home. He's done it to me so many times. He's even one time, like, literally, he stayed home, and that Monday morning, he's like, so I'm like, so how many days off do you have? He's like, I don't know. Guess you'll have to see. Like, he would not tell me. And I was getting so frustrated. I was like, just tell me. When do you go back? And, like, he ended up having, like, the whole week off. But, and it was funny, too, because yesterday, we only have one car right now. And so yesterday, I said, hey, can you, because he told me when we decided to do this one car thing, he's got friends at work that could pick him up. So he told me if I need to, use the car to let him know and he can get a ride to work. So yesterday I was like, hey, I have a dentist appointment on Friday, so can you get a ride? And he's like, oh yeah, shouldn't be a problem. I'm like, you sure? He's like, yeah, that's not a problem at all. I was like, okay. Otherwise I would have to, get other transportation because our neighbor was letting me use her car, and she's older and she is a goon. You guys, like, I'm not faulting her because it's her car. She can do whatever she wants, but she decided I can't drive it anymore because she got her new premium insurance thing, and it asks, how it always asks, like, are you the only driver? That usually means, like, are you the only one that's constantly driving this car? Doesn't necessarily mean people, like, if somebody drives your car once in a while, like, but anyways, she comes over and she is now convinced they're spying on her. Yeah, she's now convinced that they're spying on her 84-year-old self, making sure nobody else is borrowing her car. So she's like, yeah, so I can't let you borrow it anymore because I don't want them to see you in it, and then I'll have to pay more money. And I'm like, okay, Marilyn, that's fine. I said, just so you know, though, I don't think they're spying on you. I'm not trying to let you, or like, make you let me use your car. That's not what I'm saying. Like, I just don't want you to worry that they're spying on you. And she's like, no, they have to be. How else would they know? And I said, they don't know. They're just that's a normal question for them to ask you is how many people drive your car? Who's driving your car? So they're on your insurance. And she's like, oh, I just don't remember them ever asking that before. I was like, you probably never paid attention to it before because no one ever drove your car before you, So she's like, well, I'd be very happy to take you anywhere you want to go. I didn't say this. I just was like, okay. But I was thinking, no way in hell are you driving me and my daughter anywhere. Sorry. Nope. Not happening. She should not drive anymore, you guys. She cannot see well. I've seen her just trying to get in and out of the garage. Like, she's hit, like, poles. She's ran into curbs. Like, she has really bad eyes, and she was straight up told by her doctor she shouldn't drive at night. She still does. And that makes me mad. So it's like drunk driving. If you can't see well, you're risking not just your life, but everybody else's that's out on the road. So no, I will not be driving with her unless it was like a freaking emergency. Because I'm not going to put my life and Maddie's life at risk just to, like, run to the store. No. Doctor's appointments, I'll call my grandma if Seth can't, find a ride to work. I can also drive him to work. It's just kind of a pain because he does go to work at 5 in the morning. And then I would have to drive him there, and then I would have to go back to pick him up, and it would just be kind of annoying. But, whatever. Not a big deal. All right, you guys, I just did all of that, all of this color, these lighter colors with it, and it's working still brilliantly. So right now, I'm saying I'm a fan. Thumbs up on the Paddywhacks. Like, yes. I will be using this for sure. So thank you so much, Robin, for inventing a cool product and for taking the challenge and making it better. Also, thank you, Mallory, for partying with one of your Paddywhacks, because I would not have been able to get this or have this right now if it wasn't for you, my dear. So thank you so much, because I really have been wanting to try this, like, really, really bad. You better believe, though, if it gets in her shop, I'm still going to go buy me some. I still going to. It'd be a great prize, too, for people, because, it's so hard to get. Anyways. All right, guys. But I'm going to end it here. This has kind of been a Shine Shop update / friend mail / whip and chat thing. Trial and error of Paddywhacks. It's just been a mosh podge of things today. So I appreciate you joining me though, and spending a little bit of time out of your day, or a lot bit of time out of your day, evening, whatever. I probably won't get this uploaded until tomorrow morning. So with that being said though, don't forget, as always, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and you are loved more than you know. So with that, keep on shining, and I'll see you guys next time. I might be doing a short live tomorrow, run into the post office, so keep a watch for that. Bye, guys.
Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already and would like to subscribe, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and the bell icon to be notified when I put up a new video.